Between 1995 and 2006, there was a massive buildup of public sector debt and an unstable political situation, which had catastrophic consequences for private investment. At 66.3 years in 2009 for life expectancy, up by only 4.7 years since 1989, Guyana has the third lowest life expectancy in Latin America and the Caribbean.
Everything bad, sir?
You know why they know that? And falls below the global average of 67.9 years. High levels of unemployment, the report continues, and crime bring down Guyana's overall score. Poor economic management has led to weak GDP growth, ensuring that unemployment has remained in the double digits since the 1980s, despite one of the highest rates of outward migration in the world. The score of the Quality of Life Index in 1999 was 5.13 out of 10. In 2009, 20 years later, it is 5.26, a but marginal improvement on that score. In 1989, the global rank for quality of life was 109. In 2009, it is a mere 101. Again, a marginal improvement. Sir, I now want to turn to what we faced in 2010. The Minister projects a growth of 4.4% using the rebased national accounts, on which I need to extend congratulations to the Bureau of Statistics and the government for achieving this rebasing of the accounts and for a relook and a reconfiguration of the consumer price index. But even if this projected growth were achieved, sir, the average growth would then increase from 2.8 to 3%. This minimal average increase is unlikely to have any significant positive impact on our chronic and growing level of unemployment. This also makes it evident, sir, that prosperity is nowhere around the corner. Let us look at some specifics. Sugar was supposed to be the flagship within the traditional sectors. But the present position shows that for the last years, the industry has been making significant losses and is projected to continue to so do until at least 2012, when it is projected to return to marginal profitability. This is the position, notwithstanding the fact that government has taken over significant debts from Gaisuco, and notwithstanding the bragging about $2 billion worth of cost reduction in 2009. This industry, sir, is being significantly subsidized by the Guyanese taxpayers. A massive investment of over US $160 million is expected to ramp up sugar production ultimately to 450,000 tons per annum. The issue is at what cost of production, and therefore how competitively. In 1998, the cost of production was US 21 cents per pound. Current cost of production is about US 28 cents per pound. Clearly, this is headed in the wrong direction. Your minister said so in the Economic Services Committee last Thursday or Friday, sir. The new target, sir, is 15 to 16 cents per pound by 2014. But it is anybody's guess as to how reliable this is. Given the recent steep cuts in the EU guaranteed price and the volatility of the international market price, it will be pure guesswork, or close to it, sir, to predict with any certainty the viability of this industry. The stake of the Skeldon factory and the availability of the 1.2 million tons of cane necessary to feed it are also causes for concern. We are assured in the turnaround plan the canes will be available. The question is how soon? Because until then, the Skeldon sugar factory will continue to operate below capacity, thereby negatively affecting the cost of production and possibly the technical functioning and efficiency of the factory. Beyond that, sir, this industry is in a crisis for middle and higher level management and technical skills. There is acknowledgement that the reserves and experience and skills within Gaisuko are continually being depleted by the migration of the most talented people. The less experienced, many of whom are politically appointed, who fill their places, cause headaches for Gaisuko in achieving its production targets. The Gaisuko turnaround plan, Mr. Speaker, makes it very clear that the future viability of the industry is dependent on accelerated mechanization, and the plan calls for a 44% mechanization by 2014. In consequence, sir, the number of estate laborers to be employed is projected to decrease from approximately 18,500 in 2008 to around 12,600 by 2015. In 2010, the number is expected to be reduced by about 4,000 compared with 2008. The minister's often dubious asseverations that there is no policy to lay off workers cannot belie the stark reality that there will be increasingly less need for estate workers under the industry's public plan. But, Mr. Speaker, most worrying of all is the open politicization in what should be at its core an economic enterprise. Gaisuko is a company supposedly managed by a board of directors. In constituting this board, one would have thought we would have tapped into relevant skills and experience which could assist in the formulation of sensible, implementable economic policies for the company. Were that to be the case, sir, the presence of a chairman of the board being a high politically appointed official from the office of the president would be questionable. This is compounded by the fact that the general secretary of the PPP is also a director on the board. As though, sir, this were not enough, there is the suffocating and ubiquitous presence of the Minister of Agriculture in all things to do with Gaisuko, Cabinet Ministers, and hear their praises.